Hey everyone, this is Cynthia, psychic and astrologer. I did want to quickly just remind you that I will be starting to post some daily videos, not every day, but when there is significant cosmic events. And I'll try to even include not only just details, but also times. Yes, times. So if you get a chance, please subscribe or click on the notification button so you are notified when I do put out these videos. But in the meantime, let's talk about the weekly horoscopes. So the weekly horoscopes for this week is going to be for August 11th through August 17th. So let's get started. Aries. So Mercury is going to be in your sixth house of work, service, and health on August 11th. The next 3 weeks will be a time to take care of tedious tasks and projects. This is actually a great time for you to focus on any work projects, especially when Venus and Pluto are connecting well in your career house. This is a great time to take care of any task that could also bring about more financial stability and security, and even bonuses, commissions, and sales. So the next few weeks is a very productive time for you. This is a great time to keep yourself busy. Now, on August 13th and August 16th, it's actually going to be a time where you are looking at all the facts and figures. There could also be some discrepancies that you will have to either correct or maybe look over. This could be related with finances or financial obligations. I don't think it's anything that I would be too worried about, but it could put you in a situation where you have to go back and correct a situation. Now, on August 14th, you want to be kind of just a little careful on that day, as you may easily find yourself either spending, eating more than what you than what you might have been counting on. In other words, for instance, spending more on a product or a purchase only to discover later on that you could have saved yourself money on a rebate or coupon that you didn't cash in on. Or if you would have just gone a day before, you could have saved yourself an extra $100. So things like that that could actually make a difference when it comes to just doing a little research before making a major purchase or any type of purchase. At the same time, this could also be a time for you to indulge in fatty foods and sweets. And this could actually even be a time where you are indulging more than what you really should. The way that I would associate it as, it's either eating too much, maybe drinking too much, to the point where you might even feel a little bit ill the next day or later on that day. So I would say, if anything, just be careful on what you do during that particular day of August 14th, as you might have regrets later on. Now, Venus is actually going to be entering your partnership house on August 16. So the next 4 weeks is a time for you to compromise and work out any issues or problems with a partner. Now, the partner doesn't have to be anyone personal. It could even be someone professional or someone that you deal with regularly. And this could be a client, customer, someone that you work with closely, like an employee. This could be a time for you to just work out any issues or problems, or you may even be more compromising just on a regular basis. So you seem to be more open to understanding the other person's point of view or where they're coming from. Obviously, this works great on a personal level, because if you do have any issues or problems to work out on, this could actually be a really, really great time to work out these issues, to compromise. And if there's any kind of disagreements, everybody will come to some form of conclusion to resolve the issues and to move forward. And this will help in moving forward and working out any kind of future disagreements or arguments. But in the meantime, the week seems to be very productive and busy, and a great time where you'll notice some tasks and projects picking up that I feel will keep you busy, but you will also see yourself being busy with work and opportunities that can easily bring about also more money too. Taurus. So Mercury is going to be entering your fifth house of love, children, and creative projects on August 11th. The next 3 weeks will bring a time for you to um, have open communication with a partner or lover, but even have better communication with children. This doesn't have to be a child like under the age of 18. It could also be an adult child. You may actually even notice an increase of emails, text messages, and phone calls with them, or you even reaching out more to them. This is actually also a great time to take care of any tasks and projects, or even to craft and create a product like writing, putting music together, maybe videos and that kind of production together. So it's also a great time to work out any kind of collaborations and even have any kind of business transactions during that time, especially if you're working on one of those types of projects. This could actually be very beneficial for you. So on August 13th and August 16th, it seems to be a time where your career is going to be affected here. And this could actually be a time where you are maybe debating on your career, or if you have a task or project to take care of, you're going to work on the very small details of the project that could actually be very beneficial for you. So, Taurus, this can actually be a time to take care of those tasks and projects. And this can actually even help you to complete in more detail a project. You may feel overwhelmed, but at least you'll be able to get things done. Now, Venus is actually going to enter your sixth house of work, service, and health on August 16th. The next 4 weeks is a time for you to possibly uh, eat more, well, let's just say you'll be possibly eating more indulgently, like chocolates and fatty foods. So the next 4 weeks may not be the greatest time to stick to a diet, as you may be indulging in fatty foods and sweets. Now, this is actually a great time to collaborate and work closely with a client or customer, and even to connect better with an employee or coworker. If you're looking to compromise and work out any issues or problems with a client or customer, this is actually a great time, as you seem to be more compromising to them. Now, this is actually also a time where you may actually even be giving more of your time and effort to someone close to you, like a partner or lover, where you may actually be more considerate to their needs and not so much to your needs. But this is actually a good time to listen, to compromise, and any issues or problems is a great time to work out these issues. Overall, the week seems to be very busy and productive for you. You may feel a little bit overwhelmed, but at least you're going to find yourself keeping busy. And at the same time, just be aware that you may not be doing too well if you're, like I said, sticking to a diet, because you may find yourself eating more on the unhealthy side. But at the same time, you may also be sticking to, um, I don't know if I want to say a diet, but indulging at the same time. So just something to be aware of. But overall, it's a very productive and busy week for you. Gemini. So Mercury is going to be entering your fourth house of home on August 11th. Now, the next 3 weeks is a time when you may have to take care of issues relating to the home. For instance, signing a lease. If you're selling your home, maybe having to do more with mortgage papers or refinancing. So, this is actually a really good time to take care of any of these kinds of situations or issues for you. Now, this could also be a possibility of relocating, renovating, or making some changes around the home. Any kind of financial transactions connected to the home, for instance, if you're purchasing furniture, this is a really, really good time. So, the next few weeks is going to be very productive. If you're taking care of any tasks or projects, it's a really good time to focus on that. And I feel you'll do quite well. So, communication can easily also increase in the home, and this is actually a really good time to take care of any issues, um, or even just improve communication with family members, neighbors. You may even find yourself having better communication with people close to you. So, as you're focusing on taking care of the home, around August 13th and August 16th, I feel there might be some issues in relation to the home that may just relate to looking over tedious details relating to the home. This kind of reminds me when someone's going over mortgage papers or budgeting and saving or doing the checkbook, looking at the small, fine details and the numbers. So, this could be maybe if you're doing any kind of projects or tasks or taking care of any issues relating to that, that could just be a time of looking over in connection to the home. Maybe if you're starting to save for a home and you need to start going over your credit or going over a credit report to start focusing on, okay, what do I need to take care of so that I can either pay off some bills or debts to make my FICO score look better, or to get ahead or to save more. So, this is actually just a really good time where you're kind of looking over things. And even if it's not relating to the home, this could just be just budgeting and just looking over some of the finances. Now, Venus is actually going to be entering your fifth house of love, children, and creative projects on August 16th. So, the next 4 weeks is a time for you to find love or fall in love. Or it's also just a great time to enjoy spending time with children. This is also a really good time for you to listen to music, movies, maybe even go out and socialize and connect with family and friends, or even connect and meet new people. This is a great time to even enjoy just spending time with the people close to you. But this is just in general, a really good time to be social and outgoing. If you're looking for some time to yourself, this is, like I said, a great time to just meditate and keep to yourself, listen to some music, enjoy some movies, maybe even just the environment around you. So it's a very productive time for you where it's just more about you enjoying for yourself and just having a good time. The only time to say, I would say, be a little bit careful would be on August 17th. There could be maybe a time where you don't feel all that well, or it could be that maybe some issues that you have to take care of might be overwhelming you. So it's all about how you handle things, how you take care of things, that you'll be fine. It's just sometimes it may be your own body telling you that you need to slow down, take care of some things one step at a time, don't overwhelm yourself, and maybe just take a day to just relax. Cancer. So Mercury is going to be in your third house of short trips, communication, siblings, and neighbors on August 11th. So the next 3 weeks is going to bring a time for you to find yourself taking quick short trips out of town or someplace nearby. You may also notice an increase of communications through emails, text messages, and phone calls. It's a great time to reach out to family and friends and also to build connections with the people around you, including your neighbors. Now, on August 13th and August 16th, there may be some issues with finances or maybe some financial obligations. This could be a time where you have to look over some of your finances, and this could also possibly create issues with credit. So, if you can, maybe look over a credit report, or maybe you have to make some corrections relating to credit. It's also just a really good time to look over any of your finances and to budget and save for the future. Venus will enter your fourth house of home on August 16th. So the next 4 weeks can bring a time for you to relocate, renovate, or make changes around the home. You could just be looking for a new place to live. This is also a great time to decorate and design a room in the home, or maybe make some decorations in the home. You will also possibly even be open to inviting people to your home, or this could actually be a time for you to have a special event, a party, a gathering, a get together at your home. It's a very pleasant time for you, and the next 4 weeks can be a very great social time. Or it could just be that you decide to decorate and design a room or an area in your home. Just be careful on August 14th and August 15th as a time where you may get a little careless with your finances, but on August 13th and 16th, you do well budgeting with your finances. So the week is actually going to be very productive. The home is highlighted, and this is actually even a great time to be social and outgoing, connect with family and friends. And with Mercury, will get you out and about, even just to take some short trips around town or around the local area, maybe even make some new discoveries around your neighborhood. Leo. So, Mercury is going to be entering your second house of earned income on August 11th. The next 3 weeks is a time to focus on finances and financial obligations. You may just be doing some financial transactions, transactions. Now, financial transactions could just be making a major purchase like a vehicle, a computer, buying groceries can be a financial transaction. So it just may put you in a situation where you're looking over your finances and even taking care of some financial obligations. This could also be a time where you might even be looking for a new job or finding new ways to make money or to bring in more money. If you are looking for a new job, this is actually going to be a positive time to be looking for a job. Right now, I'm not getting any significant days that actually are standing out, even though August 11th itself is very positive for finances and financial opportunities. Even just to submit a resume can also be a financial opportunity there. So I would say keep an eye on August 11th. After August 11th, there doesn't seem to be too much going on for you until after August 20th. So August 11th seems to be a significant time. Finances and financial obligations are big, and you're just more cautious and looking over your finances. Now, on August 13th and August 16th, seems to be a time where there may be some obligations connected with others. This could be a partner, this could be someone close to you, this could even be like a roommate situation. And there could be discussions with finances or making some agreements with finances. The only day you want to be careful of is around August 14th, where there could be some opportunity where you may indulge in your finances. But I would say if you can hold out a little bit, that might be good for you because there are some positive, more financial dates later on. That day just doesn't seem to be working the greatest. So I would say if you can hold off, I would, um, just for that day. Now, on August 16th, Venus enters your third house, short trips, communication, siblings, and neighbors. So, the next 4 weeks is actually going to be a time where you may see an increase of communication with others close to you, whether it's a partner or lover, maybe even with family and friends. This could actually even take you to want to take a quick short trip or a short trip with someone special, or maybe even to go visit them. Um, this can actually be a really good time to even just tell someone how much you care for them, how much you want to maybe build a connection with them, and even just having more open and better communication would really work out great for you. This is actually even going to be a great time if you are single and looking to meet other people, then you might even find yourself on a dating site. If not, this is even just a great time to get out and about, visit family and friends, even just reaching out to people you've lost contact with. You'll just show more consideration, more compassion, looking out for them, seeing how they've been doing. You may actually even be getting along well with neighbors and even connecting with neighbors, especially if you moved into a new neighborhood. It's a really great time to even just be open to maybe even purchasing a vehicle or a computer, maybe even a new cell phone. And this is actually going to be a great social time for you. Now, when it comes down to the love life, it's great to just tell someone, like I said, how you care for them, if you love them, and how much you love them. And if you're out there looking for dating, well, maybe it's a great time to, I don't know, get on a dating site. But to me, I would say it's just a really good time to get out and about and just meet other people, you know, or to build connections even with your neighbors. So it's a really good time. And I feel that it's a really good time to be social and outgoing, build new connections. So it's a really good time to build social connections and even meet new people. It's even a great time just to build connections with your neighbors and maybe get to know them if you haven't spoken to them in the longest time, or even just checking in to see how they've been doing. On August 17th, it does seem to be a time that you might be finding yourself working harder for the money. And this could also be a great time where you are taking care of tasks and projects. A positive financial and work date is August 11th, but on August 17th, it could create a situation where you're feeling like you're working harder for the money. And this could just be a time where I would say to not push yourselves too much, but just focus on working hard. And, maybe sometimes you just need to rest and relax and not put so much strain on yourself. This is a great time to just focus on taking care of any task and projects. And if you can, maybe even focus on your health and well being. This is a great time to just, you know, take care of how you eat. And if you can, just rest and relax, or maybe just cut back on not working so hard. And this is a great time to just focus on you for once. Virgo. So Mercury will be on your own sign and house on August 11th. So the next 3 weeks is going to bring a time for you to find yourself feeling more active and mobile, more talkative. So this could be a time where you are sending out more texts, emails, phone calls, driving around, taking more frequent short trips, being more active, more productive. So it's a really good time to really even get tasks and projects completed on time. Now, on August 13th and August 16th, this could be a time where you are feeling overwhelmed with work and work projects. You'll definitely keep busy, but this is actually going to be a time where you may feel that there's a lot to take care of. Now, Venus will enter your second house of earned income on August 16th. So the next 4 weeks is going to be a time for you to possibly make more money, run into more money, or run into opportunities to make more money. The only negative of all this is that you may also spend lavishly and carelessly. So you want to be careful that you want to make sure you're not being careless with your finances. It could be because you're thinking it's a big investment that you're putting into, like purchasing a car, computer, cell phone. Um, so this could be where you're thinking it's a long-term investment or opportunity, but great opportunities in the next 4 weeks to make more money. On August 17th, it seems to be a time where you may be feeling overwhelmed, stressed, anxious. So if you can find a way to rest and relax, maybe even catch up on sleep, this would be a great time to work hard, but also to not overwhelm yourself. Libra. Mercury enters your 12th house of secrets and solitude on August 11th. The next 3 weeks is a time where you may have a lot of thoughts, plans, and ideas running in your head. So I would suggest to write them down because you may get confused or disorganized or even forget. This is actually a very positive, productive time for you, and you can complete many tasks and projects. It's also a very positive financial day. So, this could bring about opportunities to make more money or even opportunities to get ahead financially. This could also just be a time where you just have some positive financial transactions. So, it's a very productive time. Now, on August 13th and August 16th, there could be some issues with a partner or lover, or even possibly with children. There could be some financial obligations that you need to take care of relating to children. This could relate to tuition, maybe finances relating to, child support or financial obligations connected to children. This could also be a great time to budget and save for the long term. And especially if you're saving for college or to help out a child or someone close to you. Now, Venus is actually going to enter your own sign on August 16th. So the next 4 weeks is all about you and your personal wants and needs. This is also a time where you may um, focusing on your own appearance, maybe getting a new haircut, new clothes. So the overall 4 weeks is actually a really good time to focus on you and what will make you happy. The overall energy is going to be positive for the next few weeks, and it's also a very positive social time for you. So, this is actually a really good time where you're going to find yourself being busy, more active, and more productive. So, this is a great time for you to take care of tasks and projects and really to make a positive first impression, especially in an interview or meeting. And this could really take you a long way. Scorpio. So Mercury enters your 11th house of friendships, groups, and organizations on August 11th. The next 3 weeks is a great time for you to connect with family and friends. This is a great time to um, send out emails, text messages, and phone calls. Or you may also see an increase of text messages and phone calls from family and friends. It's a very productive, positive time to improve communication with others. Venus will be entering your 12th house of secrets and solitude on August 16th. And the next 4 weeks is going to be a time where you are more considerate and more compassionate to others. There could be the possibility of a secret love affair, but that is only if you are approaching things, maybe possibly in a relationship where maybe you're not happy in your relationship. I would hope that's not what happens. But if there are any issues or concerns in a current relationship, you may want to focus on whether this is something you want to continue or if it's time to move on. But it's very positive for you to give more of your time and consideration to someone close to you. And if there are any issues that you need to work out or any concerns, this would be a great time to do so. So you may have some issues relating to the home on August um, August 13th and August 16th, but I also want to add August 17th. Doesn't necessarily mean it's something really negative. It could be maybe some financial obligations or issues relating to the home. This could also be a great time to budget and save, maybe even save for a down payment on a home, or if you're going to rent an apartment or a home. This could be a time where you are just kind of looking over the finances, planning and organizing for the long term, getting ready for, like I said, a purchase or renting a home. This could also be a great time to purchase home furniture or home accessories for the home, or it could be that you are starting to make more long term plans. This is a great time for you to look over your finances for the long term. It's a great time to get ahead, and I feel you will find itself being very productive. The only day that I would say be a little bit cautious is August 14th, where you may be careless with your finances and maybe even indulge in foods, sweets, and money. Sagittarius. Mercury will be entering your career house on August 11th. The next 3 weeks is a positive time to make a positive impression onto others, especially in an interview or meeting. It's a great time for a presentation and also to connect with colleagues, clients, and customers through emails, text messages, and phone calls. Venus will be entering your 11th house of friendships, groups, and organizations on August August 16th. So the next 4 weeks is a time for you to attend parties and events, or maybe for you to put an event or party. A lover may act more like a friend, or a friend may turn into a lover. This is a great time for you to be social and outgoing and connect with family and friends or people closest to you. It's a great social time to even collaborate and network, especially for business purposes. The only days you want to be aware of for finances will be August 13th, August 14th, and August 16th. There could be some issues to deal with financially, but everything else will kind of calm down as the week progresses. A positive financial date will actually be August 11th. So, this is a great time not only for business interaction, but to build connections or to do a business transaction or even attend a business meeting, especially if you are in sales. This is actually going to be a great time for you to really connect and build what could be future long term financial opportunities. The only day that, like I said, will be August 13th, 14th, and 16th that could bring about financial concerns. But it's definitely going to be depend on what has been going on. Maybe you are paying some debts or bills or taking care of some other financial obligations. Overall, it is a positive time to take care of finances and to budget and save for the long term. Capricorn. So Mercury will be entering your ninth house of long distance trips, foreign people, and places on August 11th. The next 3 weeks is a great time to plan and organize a long distance trip or even communicate and connect with people from afar. This is a great time to even connect with family and friends, especially through emails, text messages, and phone calls. You may also do some research and studying, or you may enter a college or university and find yourself just studying for a project. This is even a great time to do some research on a project, especially if you're writing a paper or maybe just you yourself just looking to do some research possibly maybe on your own ancestry or trying to reconnect with people that have you lost contact with. Now, Mercury will enter your career house Venus will enter your career house on August 16th. So the next 4 weeks is a great time for you to make a positive impression and receive plenty of praise and recognition for your hard work. This is a great time where you may also gain through a promotion or advancement. And it could be that people are really, especially colleagues, clients, and customers are really giving you great praise so that you can get this great opportunity for yourself. And it could bring about more money. The only days that I would have some minor concerns would be August 13th and August 16th. Even probably, I would say keep an eye on also August 17th. There could be some minor setbacks. It could be just some things that you need to take care of that could create some delays or obstacles. But I really feel that everything else you'll be able to manage pretty easily. It's a great time to be thinking more about the long term and the future of your career. And this week really starts off what could bring about also great opportunities for your career and the long term of your career. And this could bring about more money, more praise, more recognition, a promotion, or maybe you decide to go back to school to gain more training, more knowledge to further your career. So it's a great time to pursue all this and you'll do quite well. Aquarius. So Mercury is going to enter your eighth house of joint resources, taxes, credit cards, and loans on August 11th. The next 3 weeks can bring a time for you to focus on taking care of financial obligations, and it could be connected to others. Now, this could also be that you might be looking over your finances, especially if you're maybe looking to see if you can purchase a vehicle, maybe even a house where you need to look at all the little small details and the financial details, especially on August 16th. That would also be a significant day. But also keep an eye on August 11th. It's a very positive financial day. And this could bring about bonuses, commissions, possibly approvals of a loan, and other financial benefits. So the next 3 weeks is actually a really, really good time to be thinking more with finances and looking over the finances. Now, there could be some obstacles or maybe some setbacks a little bit on August 13th and August 17th, but that could also just be that if certain things might be kind of um, that you need to still look over or maybe take care of. And then once you take care of all that, it would be looking pretty positive for you. So the main thing is really going to be about finances and possibly opportunities to gain through others. Now, Venus is actually going to be entering your ninth house of long distance trips, foreign people and places on August 16th. So the next 4 weeks is a time for you to possibly maybe take a trip, travel, visit other people. This could also be a time from one of the interpretations that I hear about Venus in the ninth house is that it could also bring about a time to get along with the in laws. So maybe there's a time if they're visiting you or you're visiting them that everybody just seems to be getting along at that time. Overall, is a really great time to even do some research or even travel or maybe even um, do some like investigating and researching, especially if maybe you're planning to take a trip. This would actually be a really good time to do that research and look into things. This is a great time also to, like I said, focus on the finances, and this could bring about a great opportunity where you can run into opportunities for more money or to gain through another source like taxes, credit, loan. So it could be very positive and financial time for you. Pisces, Mercury will be entering your partnership house on August 11th. So the next 3 weeks is going to be a time for you to see improvement in communication with a partner. Now, the partner could be someone personal or professional. It could be someone you are collaborating with to further your career. This could be someone personal, like a partner, or someone you live with, or dating, or even a marriage partner. If there are any issues or problems in communication, this is a great time to work out those issues or problems. Now, on August 16, Venus will be entering your eighth house of joint resources, taxes, credit cards, and loans. Now, the next 4 weeks will be a time where you may gain through taxes, credit, loans, bonuses, and commissions, but you may also gain through other types of sources. Yes, this could include uh, gamblings and casinos, but I do want to give a fair warning that it is not guaranteed any big winnings. You could win $5 at the casino or a scratcher. So I would suggest not to bet the rent money or the mortgage payment. Now, the only days that I would say that I would have some minor concerns would actually be on August 13th and August 17th, but I definitely want to add August 16th. The two major days that I would point out more so is August 13th and August 17th as days that you may feel like there are some obstacles, setbacks, or delays. And it could be not necessarily a delay of something holding you back, but it could be other situations that you need to take care of that are adding more time and attention, that it may add more obstacles for you. But on August 16th, that's actually more of a time where I would say financially, you may be taking care of some financial obligations, issues relating with finances that you will be having to deal with at that time. But once you take care of it, everything else seems to be moving forward. Now, a positive financial day is actually August 11th, and that's actually a very positive time where you could easily be benefiting financially, making a business transaction, a financial transaction, or something that could actually benefit and work out for you. This could actually be even a great time to make any agreements, sign any contracts, even business or financial contracts. So, overall, this is a time period that is looking very positive. Now, on August 14th, be careful as you may be indulging in fatty foods and sweets, or maybe even spending more than what you should be or than expected. This could be uh, an item, whether it's clothing or electronics. I don't know if I want to say that you may later regret, or that you might just kind of get tired of pretty quickly and end up spending a big chunk of money on something that later on just ends up sitting there. So that's the only thing that I would say to just be aware of financially. But overall, everything else should be quite beneficial for you and pretty positive.